Welcome to Consultier Inc. and Intralink IQ. To conduct a document review utilizing the Quality of Air and Other Gases program under the SQF Module 11.5.5, first check if the document title matches the uploaded file name on the dashboard. In this instance, we do have the same titles as the Quality of Air and Other Gases program. Next, both must have the same document code. For this example, we do have 11.5.5P0. Since this is a template, we indicate the PCQI as the account initials. However, we can customize the code based on the company's initials. For the page number, we use the page XFY format, ensure that it reflects the current page position and the total page number of the document. Then insert the company logo here, together with the company name, the company address, and enter the designated department. For the originated by section, it can be the food safety, quality assurance, or the quality control personnel of the company. The originator ensures the implementation of the quality management and document control system. Enter the name of the originator, affix the signature, input the position title, and the date originated. For the reviewed by section, it can be the personnel assigned in the Quality Management Department who reviews the drafted document or its revision for accuracy and implementation. Enter the name of the reviewer, affix the signature, input the position title, and the date reviewed. For the approved by section, it must be the person in the C-level management who has approval authority. Enter the name of the approver, affix the signature, input the position title, and the date approved. The revision date is the same as the date originated or drafted by the author. For the effective date, it is the date the document was signed and approved. The publication date is when the document is published for distribution and initiated personnel training. The implementation date is when the document is distributed and personnel training is completed. For the supersedes, put original for the initial issuance of the document. For any revisions, reflect the initial revision date before the current revision. Please be reminded that this section must be properly filled out to be compliant. Now we will focus on the components of the program. First is purpose. The purpose is the implementation of any certification standard or compliance with a regulatory requirement. For this program, it is for implementation with the SQF Module 11 Edition 9 for food manufacturing under Class 11.5.5. First, to implement SQF 11.5.5.1, compressed air or other gases, for example, nitrogen or carbon dioxide, that contact food or food contact surfaces shall be clean and present no risk to food safety. Second, to implement SQF 11.5.5.2, compressed air systems and systems used to store or dispense other gases that come into contact with food or food contact surfaces shall be maintained and regularly monitored for quality and applicable food safety hazards. The frequency of analysis shall be risk-based and at a minimum, annually. The second component of the program is scope. The scope of the program is based on the purpose and serves as a guide in defining and describing the layout of the procedure. It includes compressed air, preventative maintenance, and particulate controls. Third is policy. The policies are the rules set by the company as their implementation guide. The compressed air used in food operations is appropriate, verified, validated, and does not serve as a source of contamination. Preventive maintenance programs are ensured, and an appropriate filtration program is in place at the point of use. Testing is conducted to validate the compressed air filtration control system's effectiveness based on the risk to the product. Fourth is procedure. The procedure is the step-by-step process and the actual implementation of the policy. First under procedure is compressed air. Compressed air can be a source of chemical and microbiological contamination. Potential contaminants can include particulates, including dirt, such as microorganisms, atmospheric dirt and solid particulates, rust, and pipe scales. Water, such as water vapor, condensed liquid water, and water aerosols. And oil, such as oil vapor, liquid oil, and oil aerosols. Food-grade oil is used in the air compressor when air comes in contact with the exposed product or direct product contact surfaces. Second under procedure is preventive maintenance. Filters are cleaned or changed at a frequency appropriate to the product and process or following any air supply source or equipment maintenance. Any maintenance is done hygienically. Nozzles and air hoses are in good condition, properly repaired, and maintained in a hygienic state. Hoses and nozzles are kept off the ground. Locate the filtration as close as possible to avoid long lengths of piping or tubing between the microbial removal filter and the air or food contact point. Third under procedure is particulate controls. The following are controls for particulates. Intake filters to remove atmospheric dirt and solid particulates. An effective preventive maintenance program should be in place to maintain the integrity of the filter. And water, including vapor, liquid, condensed. Next, a dryer in the compressed air system provides effective control. And the presence of coalescing filters in the compressed air system effectively removes contamination and performs preventive maintenance of air and other gases system. Sixth is corrective action. The corrective action is the process of taking appropriate steps to eliminate causes of nonconformities or other undesirable situations. Review and revise the preventive maintenance procedure. Check and change the filters at a frequency. And maintain cleanliness and properly sanitize nozzles and hoses. Seventh, review quality. The review section serves as guidelines for conducting the annual or periodic review. The condition of air compressors and compressed air used to transport product, or otherwise to come into contact with exposed product and product contact surfaces. Filters are checked or changed at a frequency based on the air quality program. The maintenance staff has the data specification sheet for the filter housing. Follow up with preventative maintenance and SSOPs. Performance characteristics of the filter in place must match the risks identified in the site's assessment. Compressed air in contact with food is checked for purity using methods and frequency based on the air quality program and test procedures. Eighth is reference documents. The reference documents are the set of documents used to implement and monitor a program, policy, or procedure, which includes the risk assessment sheet. Ninth, references. The reference section is composed of guides utilized to implement the program. Examples are the certification guide, regulations, and other widely accepted scientific journals, research, and the like. It must comply with the standard format citation, which can be based on either MLA, APA, or Chicago style, and update the access date. Lastly, history. The history section is where we can update the program if there are any changes or revisions made in the document. If there is a revision, enter the revision number, followed by the revision date, the description of the change made, then the name of the author or the originator, and the title or department of the author or the originator. Thank you for participating in this document review. Content presented are for training purposes only and are based on the interpretation of standards and best practices and must be customized for your intended use. To fully customize your programs, policies, procedures, forms for records, and lessons for training, you may contact Interlink IQ or Consultier Inc. at services@interlinkiq.com or simply call 202-982-3002.